Good evening, folks. We are live here at the Stephenville Dome for this game between the hometown Stephenville Lightning and the visiting Corner Brook Royals. If you didn't tune in last night, folks, you missed a great game in Corner Brook. The AOL Live carried that, and what a fantastic game it turned out to be. Stephenville came up on the short end of it, but there was something that you saw last night and you're going to see tonight that we haven't seen all year, and that's a full lineup from your Stephenville Lightning. Everybody in the lineup, well, 18. You're only allowed to fit 18 in, plus your two goalies for the game. So we do have 18 skaters and 18 for Corner Brook as well. So two full teams here this weekend. Of course, this is a 3-game weekend to make up for the game that was missed early December. Right back here tomorrow night at the Stephenville Dome at 7:30. It's an unusual Sunday night game. Hopefully we'll have a good crowd. Still a few more to fit in here tonight. Not a big crowd so far, but come on down. You've still got time to catch the action, and maybe you're catching it with my voice right here through the Big Land Network, right here from the Stephenville Dome. Speaking of the game last night, what a game. If you were live or if you took it in on the AOL Live, what a fantastic game. Two great goaltending battles there. You had Bo in net for the Corner Brook Royals, new goaltender with them, did a fantastic job, big guy in net. And you had Christina in net for the Stephenville Lightning. And what a first period battle, back and forth. Bo got caught wandering a couple times. Stephenville couldn't capitalize, but came out of the first period. 1-1 tie on the strength of goals by Grushi and Marr. And that was 1-1 after one last night. And of course, a fantastic first period. Early in the second period, though, a couple of quick goals here by Deegan Rice, went up 3-1. And then Christina went down and got hurt. And everybody held their breath. Roach came in, did a great job, gave up a couple of quick goals to House and Brown, so they were down 5-1 by the end of the second period, but settled down. And the good news is, Christina, I saw him walking in with his gear a little bit earlier, and I said, are you ready to go? Are you going to go tonight? And his words were, oh, hell yeah. So we got Christina back. We got Bo in net tonight. Should be a great battle. Should be a great 3-game set. I know last night was a fantastic game. And then, down 5-1, Stephenville came back a bit. 3 quick goals in the third period. Savory, Roach, and Savory again. But then a couple by Brown and Antle. And Reed figured out finished the scoring for the Lightning. So 7-5, power play last night. Corner Brook was 1 for 3. Stephenville 1 for 6. The important piece last night, I don't think so much was the power play for Corner Brook, but they scored 2 short-handed goals. So their special teams played a big role in the win last night for Corner Brook. And you talk about Devney, does he make, does he make any noise when he's here, when he's in the lineup? You better believe it. 4 points last night for Devney. 3 on the first 3 goals in the third period, 1 on the very first goal. So at the 5 goals, Devney had 4 assists. Savory back again, our captain back again tonight. And he was there last night, scored a couple of goals. So good for him. So we should be good to go tonight, and really excited. It was a really good game, 7-5 game. It was a good game. Back and forth all night, no chippiness, good game played. And we're excited to have everybody here again tonight. A couple of lineup changes from what you're seeing online. Number 18, Ryan Lombard, is out for the Lightning tonight, as well as number 98, Cam Costello. But we've got 18 other skaters set to go. For Corner Brook, we have Sam Bugden out, Ian Pilgrim, Luke Parsons, Josh Taylor, Tyler Hunt, Tommy Ryan, and Robert Mercer, so they still have 18 left to go. And of course, Noah Christina in net for the Stephenville Lightning, and Landon Bow in net. And here come your Stephenville Lightning. Really exciting to see them back. It seems like hockey hasn't been here for a while. Wally Childs here with you tonight, along with my pal on the camera, Roland Castillo. And Roland is taking a break tonight, just listening in and managing the camera. So he said, can you talk to yourself? I said, talking to myself is not the problem. It's when I start to answer is the issue. So you'll be hearing a lot from me tonight. And my buddy is going to take a little break there. But he's going to keep you entertained on the camera and making sure you get all of the quality shots. Our singer tonight is actually no stranger to our Lightning. It's going to be Brian Joy. And he's actually the trainer for the Stephenville Lightning. He's going to be singing our anthem for us. And our flag bearers tonight, we have 2 young boys, Jackson Young and Caden Bullen, are manning the lines. You see them there with the Lightning flag and the Canada flag tonight on the blue lines. And we're almost set to go here. Brian is there ready to get his voice going. So yeah, guys, if you missed last night, what a game you certainly missed, whether it was live or tuning into the live stream. We hope you're tuned in tonight. Wherever you're tuned in from, welcome. We usually have lots of people from up along in the mainland, Alberta, boys who are away working, boys and girls who are away working. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of tune in from the big land there in Labrador. Thank you for sending all those great players to us, by the way. We really appreciate it, and they've really made an impact here, not just this year, but last couple of years here in Stephenville, and all fan favorites there. So, and right across the island, of course, listening in. So a big thank you to everybody listening in, Big Land Network, for broadcasting this game for us. We really do appreciate it. And we're almost ready to go there. Just running over the lineup cards one last time to the benches. Just to make sure they've got everybody straight who's playing tonight. It's, you know, Roland, it's odd looking over there and seeing full benches up and down both sides. So really excited. And I've said all year, guys, that, you know, if Stephenville got their lineup in, if they got their Savories and Devaney's and their good defensemen and Christina in net, and they got a good team, if they got a full team, they can be competitive. And last night we saw that. Them being competitive and could have walked away. You know, it took a bit of wind out of their sails when Christina went down early in the second period. Roach came in, as I said, gave up a couple of quick ones, but did a fine job the rest of the way holding the Lightning in. So we're hoping for a good competitive game here tonight. What an opportunity for our Lightning fans to rejoice in our first win of the season right here on home ice at the Stephenville Dome on this January 10th. We hope everybody out there listening and everybody in our audience here had a wonderful Christmas and you're back and refreshed and ready to go for some hockey.
Before we get started here this evening, the Stephenville Lightning and the Basic George Referee Association would like to pay tribute to Larry Bennett, a volunteer, a referee, a minor hockey and high school hockey coach, and play-by-play broadcaster during the days of the Newfoundland Senior Hockey League. Most of us here tonight grew up listening to Larry on the CFSX.
Just a tribute to Larry Bennett. And of course, Larry Bennett, no stranger to where Roland and I are standing tonight. Certainly broadcast the games from here and the old Stephenville Garden, and worked at VOCM for a long time and was a great announcer. So condolences to the family of Larry Bennett.
In the hockey scene, Larry was an official for over 40 years and worked his way up to a certification of level 4. During those years, Larry worked games from U11 to senior hockey and 2 off-ice games for the American Hockey League St. John's Maple Leafs. After several years of retirement from his on-ice duties, he returned as an off-ice official a few years ago for high school hockey and senior hockey. As a coach, he only coached for 6 years. He coached his teams to 3 provincial gold medals and 2 silver medals, 4 high school hockey championships and 2 Abitibi championships. Along the way, he became an advanced level coach and taught coaching clinics throughout Western Newfoundland. On December 17th, 2025, at the age of 71, Larry lost his battle with a brief but serious illness, and the basic George hockey world lost a lifetime contributor. I ask you now for a moment of silence in memory of Larry Bennett. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats while the trainer from the Stephenville Lightning, Brian Joy, sings the national anthem.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
There you have it, folks. Brian Joy, trainer for the Lightning, singing our national anthem. And just before that, a moment of silence, a great tribute to Larry Bennett, longtime broadcaster here in this area. No stranger to the old Stephenville Jets fans. Many a game called here, along with his buddies Scott and Don, right here in the spot where Roland and I are standing. And speaking of tributes, just want to give a shout out playing Corner Brook tonight. Saw just recently the passing of Robbie Murden. And boy, you know, you talk about sports figures, especially in the Corner Brook area. Anybody who's played baseball and into the sports in the Corner Brook area knows Robbie. So condolences to his family on his passing. Had an opportunity to play against him in my younger years. Great competitor, really good coach. Great coach for minor baseball. So to all the fans tuning in from Corner Brook, condolences to Robbie and to Robbie's family and the entire community in Corner Brook. And here we go. We got Gruchy about to take the face-off here against Jordan Marr. Marr, of course, had a big night last night for Corner Brook, as he usually does. Stephenville back in their own. Pass over the middle. There's Gruchy. Gruchy getting in. Scales going to the front of the net. Here's the pass. Roach. Sorry, Dylan Hill. That was a new number that sprang up. There was no nameplate on the back. He's that new. He doesn't have a nameplate, but number 38, guys, Dylan Hill, a new player for us. You'll see there, number 56, Jason Stone, a new person for us. 34, Brad Lilly. So we got several players in the lineup who are new to our lineup this weekend. So welcome to the Stephenville Lightning. And out breaks Corner Brook. Cross in front. Scales picks it up. Passes it ahead. In comes Pancel. Back to Gruchy. Oh my goodness. That looked like it hit inside the post, but it bounced right back out. What a great opportunity. And Gruchy, 1 minute last night. Just less than a minute tonight, he almost put the Lightning on the board once again. What a great start for him both nights. Corner Brook now trying to get something going. Dylan Savory, boys, it's good to have him back. Captain Savory in over the line. He's all alone. There's Roach coming in with him. Into the corner. Stephen Deegs, big night last night for Corner Brook. Back to Adam Guy. Looking for an outlet pass. Far side, Short, that's not going to get down there. Mateo Short went after it, no icing. Out front, what a play there by Corner Brook. Almost had an opportunity to put it in. But the whistle was blown, not sure what happened there. Oh, it looks like the net down in that end. Referee is fixing the net down there. Thought we might have had an early penalty. 1 minute and 23 seconds gone here in the first period, and you saw Gruchy, boy, he came in. It looked like a shot that was sort of blocked a bit by the Corner Brook player. The goalie, Bo, didn't see it, and off the far post, just under the blocker. Stephenville wins the face-off. Joe Devaney, great to have him back. Imagine 5 points last night. 5 goals, 4 points for Devaney. So you can see the impact that he makes when he is in the lineup. Tipped in over the lineup. Dan Hare is going back. Dan assisted on the goal last night, the final goal by Ryan Reed. Corner Brook into the end. Adam Guy across on the far boards. Stephen Deegs down there. Back to the point. Adam Guy took the shot and just tipped wide by the Corner Brook player. Dylan Savory fighting for it down in the corner. Delaney. Oh, off the far post there. What an opportunity for Matt Colburn. Off the far post. And he's almost had one to put Corner Brook up. 2 posts there early in this game. Devaney back. Oh, we got a quick break here. Almost a break. Didn't quite get in there. Shea to the front. Nobody there. Off the puck. George Young making his debut last night for the Lightning. Shane Young, 2 local boys from Stephenville Crossing. Love to see them get on the scoreboard early and often tonight. And this crowd will go wild if you see those 2 young ones hitting the lamp and hitting the scoring sheet. Bo holds on to that, and we have a face-off to his right with 2:45 gone here in the first period. Curtis Scales leaving the ice, going to the dressing room. Maybe an equipment issue, we'll see. Josh Ann breaking out there with number 7, Normore Wells, and I think he was in just a little bit. Yes, he was. Linesman there pointing. I thought he built up a bit of speed, but he got in just a little bit ahead of his counterpart there on the other side. So we'll have a face-off that will take place just outside the Stephenville zone, near the Stephenville bench. And as I told Roland a bit earlier, I said, boy, it's, you know, to look over and see a full bench, it's like standing room only over there, which is really good to see. And I guarantee you folks, tuned in tonight, tuned in last night, we were competitive. Stephenville is a competitive team if we have all of our players here. Back in over the line again. John Organ chasing in there. George Young. Organ to Young. Oh, just off Bo's pad into the corner. Scramble there around the net. Corner Brook comes away with it, and the puck is lifted down into the zone. Got to get out and tag up Corner Brook. Dylan Hill, newcomer with the Lightning, takes it back from his counterpart. Outlet pass. Tipped by a Corner Brook player. Oh, could have almost been too many men on the ice there. Player wasn't quite off. Brady March gets it in over the line. Brad Lilly, another newcomer, had a quick shot there. Wasn't a lot on it. That's going to be icing against the Corner Brook Royals, and we're going to bring it 180 plus feet or so back into the Corner Brook end. Quick changes here by the Stephenville team. Dan Hare over there, Delaney on the point. Ryan Reed is in there. Gruchy fighting for the puck. Get it to Reed in there. Yes, he's got it to Reed. Reed's a big boy. Lots of room back there, lots of time. Pass it out front. Delaney across. Gruchy takes it. Pansell. Back to Hare, quick shot, but it was off a Corner Brook player. That'll get it over the line, and Pansell will go back for it. Big congratulations, by the way, to Nathan Pansell. Missed the last game in Corner Brook, here for the Lightning. He was getting married. So we'll forgive him for that. We hope he enjoyed the first month of matrimony. And we hope that he's on his way to helping us get a win here tonight. Deeg back in his end. Thought he was going to pass it to Guy, but he didn't. Clay King takes it on this end, heads off first shift. Dan Hare takes over. Almost intercepted there by Corner Brook. Rink wide pass. Got to be careful. This Corner Brook team is a very speedy team. You know what I'm saying? You give them an inch. Savory up here with Roach. And Bo takes that into the middle of the jersey and covers it up for a face-off with 5:21 gone here in the first period. No score. Thanks for joining in wherever you're joining in from, up along the big land here in Newfoundland and Labrador, anywhere. Love to have you here. Joe Devney, boy, are we ever glad to have him back. One of my favorite players, I'm sure a lot of people's favorite players. Great to have our captain Dylan Savory back. And speaking of Savory, there he is now. Cycle in the puck in behind. Roach. Hill back here at the point, didn't get the puck. Thought it might have come back, but no. Adam Guy takes over, and he's probably going to clear on the far side. Race for the puck, but it's put out by the Stephenville Lightning back into the corner Brook end. And they're making a big push now. You got 61 here, Luke Brown. Lambswood back to the point. Is he going to get it? No, it's going to be out in front. Number 44, Fabijanik takes the puck on the far side. Stephenville's going to break out. Thought we'd have 3 players, but one was tired. Low shot by Shea. Whoa, that was tipped. Just off the glove again of Bo. So Stephenville putting a push here early in this game. That was slowed down by the linesman on the way. It allowed Lambswood to take the puck into the equipment of Christina, and he covers up for an easy save. Boy, what a game they had last night. Bo and Christina back and forth in that first period. Some amazing saves. A couple of times I thought Corner Brook had it in the net, and then it wasn't there. A couple of times Bo caught out of the net, and it wasn't there. Stephenville just couldn't capitalize. But what a great game last night if you tuned into that or attended it live. Smith back at the line. Tried to get it into his player, but you got a big body there in front. That ain't going anywhere. Gruchy, far side. Oh, would you look at that? What a play by Gruchy. What a play by Gruchy to finish that. I think Pansell was involved there, but Curtis Scales at the 6:55-minute mark in the first period. Scales put the Lightning up 1-0, and this place is coming alive. Fans are really appreciative of the effort that the Lightning are putting in for sure tonight. Stephenville trying to get a couple late changes on there. The referee sending them back. Say, no, you can't do that. 1-0. Scales from Gruchy and maybe Pansell there. Thank you very much. 1-0 Stephenville Lightning.
Stephenville goals scored by number 44, Curtis Scales. Assisted by number 9, Nathan Pansell, and number 53, Matt Gruchy. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 55 seconds.
Scales from Pansell and Gruchy. So Gruchy didn't score the first goal, but he's involved in the first one again tonight. Delaney. Across the hair. Trying to get it up there to Crocker. Fight for it in the corner. Normore Wills down there, always dangerous. Got to keep an eye on him. Rink wide pass. Oh, I think it's going to be a bit far. No icing. No icing. Hill comes in over the line. Dylan Hill keeps the puck in. Corner Brook breaking out fast. Ethan James down on the far side. Colby House on this side with him, but that's picked up by number 34, Hill. Back into the Stephenville zone. Clay King got it in, it was blocked, but Ethan James picks it up, trying to cycle it in there with Clay King. Back to this side, Stephen Diggs, big night last night for the Royals. Across to this side, Ryan Reed, the goal scorer last night, the final goal to make it 5 for the Lightning. Number 34 going in over there, Brad Lilly just missed the pass. That is icing against the Stephenville Lightning. Almost halfway through the first period, folks, and Stephenville Lightning have a 1-0 lead. Curtis Scales from Pansell and Gruchy. You could just sense something good was going to happen here tonight. Back to the point. Adam Guy chips it back in there. Number 61, Luke Brown, down around there. That hopped over the stick of Jordan Marr. Bo sends it up. Guy. Pansell comes back, takes the puck away. Stephenville looking to break out. Great pass there. Pansell blocked in the middle. Oh, almost picked it off again. Back comes Luke Brown. Takes a quick shot. That's up over the top of the net. Deegs tried to keep it in. It's going to be icing. Better get out, Corner Brook. There we go. Tag up. Stephenville controlling back in their zone. Rink wide pass. Brown comes back in over the line. Jordan Marr is with him. Got to keep an eye on Marr. Very dangerous player. Of course, Corner Brook's got many dangerous players. Marr is certainly one of the many. Cleared out to center ice. And that was almost picked up by Gruchy. Back in over, we have Fabijanik. And he's knocked off the puck by Dan Hare. Continues. Fabijanik back to him. Mateo Short is there. Back on the far side. And that's covered by Christina. Great game going tonight, folks. So if you're not here, hopefully you're tuning in and watching us live. And if you're watching us live, big thank you to some of our sponsors here. Pizza Delight, M&F Motorsports, Molson Canadian, Steveville Accommodations, and Marblewood Village Resort. Just a few of the many sponsors we have supporting the Stephenville Lightning and hockey here in the Bay St. George area. Devney tried to get it ahead, but that was picked off by Short. Back to Devney again. Oh, nice little move by Devney. He's in with Savory, and you got to watch those two. Oh, Delaney knew he was beat by the puck, so just tried to take the man to make sure he didn't get to it, and he did a great job. Savory, quick wrister, and that's right into the glove of Landon Bow. 9:14 remaining, period number 1. 1-0 Stephenville Lightning. Big thank you to the Redwood Lounge and the Timeout Sports Bar for their sponsorship. Western Petroleum, Blueberry Bee Studios, and Hometown Furniture. Behind the net, Dylan Savory, nothing doing there. Corner Brook down the ice, it's a race for it. Jason Stone, the new player, ties up his man. Delaney up to Devney. Devney looking for Savory, rink wide, but Savory still chipping in there to help. He's got the puck now, let's see. He was stripped of the puck. But Delaney is going to get back, and that's going to be icing against the Corner Brook Royals. Big thank you to Coleman's Cabinet and Design Studio, Tim Horton. Our jersey sponsors, the Rotary Club of Stephenville, Quality Auto Brokers, Mary Brown's and Bluebird Taxi, Arlem's and Russell's Funeral Home. Big thank you to all the sponsorships there. A lot of this is not possible without the sponsorship from those teams. It's very expensive to be running a team, especially when you've got guys coming from Labrador or another province to help us field a team. That can get quite expensive. So big thank you to all of them. Ryan Smith takes the puck up along the boards. Over the stick of Normore Wells. Nick Shea sends it in. John Organ in there after it. Dylan Hill almost stopped at the line. Smith sends it back in for Corner Brook, and he's going to head off for a quick change. On the far boards, number 9, Josh Hand picks it up. Stephenville gets it back. Can't get it out, though. Great opportunity there for Norma Wells. Just couldn't get anybody in front. Stephen Diggs tried to make a little fake pass there. Little move, didn't work. And that's going to be out over the line. Corner Brook player caught far inside, so we've got a tag up there. Scaringi to his partner. William Crocker there along the boards. Corner Brook takes it back. Adam Guy with the puck. Wadecki waiting on this side, carrying it in. Oh, Corner Brook almost had a collision there. Deegs back in again. He's been all over the ice tonight. Oh, just outside. Guy couldn't hold that in. Stephenville picks it up. Here's Crocker. Just taps it down, and they're going to do a change. Brad Lilly back there. Didn't get to the puck. Big outlet pass to Clay King for Corner Brook. Delaney knocked him off the puck back behind the net. Gruchy with it. Fighting there along the boards, Ethan James trying to make something happen. That was over the stick of Faberjanic, and it must have hit his stick. No icing. Stephenville makes a change. A little bit of pushing there on the far benches there as people went off. Good game last night. Wasn't very chippy. Let's see what tonight brings. Corner Brook, a little bit of trouble getting it out of their end now. Jordan Marr brings it in. Stephenville breaking out. 3-on-2. Hansel. Oh my goodness. Hansel, the scales almost combined again. And they're on the far side. Back comes Corner Brook. Oh my gosh. As quick as that, almost at one end. Found the net at the other. 1-1 at the 14:26 mark. And I believe that was Jordan Marr. We said he's got a bit of speed and you watch out for him. Sure enough, breakaway pass there, in with a bit of speed, and beat Christina below the glove. So Jordan Marr scored for Corner Brook. We'll see if there's any assists on that. Had to be an assist. It was right up to the middle. Smith on this side. Crossing the full ice, going in over the blue line. Knocked off the puck. Colburn in there in the corner.
Number 10, Jordan Marr. Assisted by number 61, Luke Brown. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 26 seconds. Marr from Brown, the time 14:26.
Marr from Brown. Ties it up 1-1. Corner Brook coming again. Matt Colburn. And of course the Colburn name. Anybody playing sports in Corner Brook, that Colburn name is right across every sport in Corner Brook and senior hockey. No different. Penalty coming up against Corner Brook. Took a hit on the far side. See which player is down. They're getting up and shaking it off. Not sure if that's Crocker or no, it's number 40, Nick Shea. Made a pass, took the hit, and number 6, Goodyear. Mitchell Goodyear. Headed to the sin bin for 2 minutes or less. Of course, Lightning fans are hoping it's the or less. With 4:37 left, Stephenville heads to the power play. Delaney, Devney, all the big guys out there. Hansel, Savory. Oh boy, what playing, what playing. Good try there to keep it in by Pansell.
2 minutes for interference. Time of penalty, 15 minutes, 22 seconds. Goodyear for interference, the time 15:23.
Interference to call against Goodyear. Stephenville looking to make something happen. Be great to go up by 1. Just into the first period. Stephenville has to be careful though. Special teams played a big part for Corner Brook last night. 2 shorthanded goals. Hansel, Savory. Cross ice, you got to watch those passes. Devney and Delaney back there. Pansell on the near side. Savory cruising around in the front. Pansell, nice little pick there. Good job, Devney. Pansell. Back to the point. Delaney. Shot at the net. And that's out over the line. Corner Brook, of course, their bench is near, so they'll get a change in. Looks like it's going to be cleared here. And it will. Christina stops the puck. Delaney goes back for that. He's being watched here by Ethan Janes. 20 seconds left in the power play. Maybe one more opportunity here for Stephenville. Reed. That's going to be put back down the ice. That should pretty much do it for the power play. Unless Stephenville can get up the ice very quickly. And here we go, 6 seconds. Young, Reed, oh, blew a tire there. Rice. Ethan Janes, far side, gets it in. Dan Hare going back, sees Janes coming. Behind the net to his partner. Dan Hare up along the boards, Ryan Reed. Tire is back, got it fixed and back on the ice. Dan Hare back again. Tipped in over the line. Fighting on the far boards for it. Stephenville looking to keep it in, they do, but Corner Brook wants to come away with it, and they will. Normore Wells on this side. Quick shot, and that was up into the netting, off a stick, up into the netting. 1:51 left. Stephenville 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight. Kind of hoping I'd be able to tell you we'd go into that first period up 2-1 because of a power play goal. Of course, we still have less than 2 minutes, just less than 2 minutes left to get that second goal. But this was the score after one last night. So let's see if either of these teams can add to that before 1 minute and 48 is gone. Smith back in his own end. Oh, and his partner on the far side blew a tire and went down. So Corner Brook is down one player for a second. Smith in over the line. Far side, kept in, no. Into the feet of the Stephenville players. Nice pass back, quick shot. Back here, Stone. Tried to get it through, could be a 2-on-1. Oh, just a little bit out of the reach of Goodyear. Still gets to it. Great shot there on net by Jordan Marr. Back comes Grushi, he's all alone, looking for somebody. Scales picks up the puck in front of the net. Corner Brook comes back with it again. Brown coming up, looking for the far pass, but Dan Hare interrupts that. And that goes to the far board, and Hare picks it up. Be careful, pocket was picked. Here goes Corner Brook. Trying to get it over to Guy, who would have had a clear path right to the net. Guy gets it now, but it hopped over a stick, and Corner Brook is going to have to get out. Brown. Oh, my goodness. Mateo Short, Ethan Janes, and Luke Brown. I may have jinxed it, folks. We said 2-1 going into the first period intermission. Kind of hoping it would have been for the Lightning. But it's going to be for the Corner Brook Royals. And Mateo Short picks up that pass and puts it in. We'll see who the assists are on that. But I'm pretty sure that Ethan Janes is going to be in there somewhere. 24 seconds left to go, the first period. 2-1, Corner Brook Royals. Guy.
Corner Brook Royals scored number 21, Mateo Short, assisted by number 10, Jordan Marr, and number 61, Luke Brown. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 36 seconds.
Luke Brown thought Ethan Janes was there. May have misread the number. So short for Marr and Brown. Second point for Brown, second point for Marr of the first period. 9 seconds. Stephenville gets it out and down. No icing. Devaney. He could have got it there to Roach. It would have been an opportunity. No luck. 2-1 after one period here at the Stephenville Dome. Corner Brook Royals leading your Stephenville Lightning. Stay tuned, folks. Grab a snack, take a bathroom break, but don't go anywhere. This is going to be a good game. I got a feeling if what we've seen so far is any indication, it's going to be a good night. So stay tuned, have a quick break, and get back to us Welcome back, folks. We hope you've gotten your snack, you're relaxed, sitting back, and now back to watch us for this second exciting period here at the Stephenville Dome for this wonderful Saturday night. And I say wonderful Saturday night because the weather for Sunday night, Monday and into Tuesday doesn't look too great right across the island. A couple people have asked about the game tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't make those decisions. Those are certainly above my pay grade. But the weather, not sure when that's supposed to start. Maybe into Sunday evening, later Sunday evening. So we may be able to get the game in tomorrow night. Not sure, but please stay tuned to the Corner Brook Royals Facebook page or the Stephenville Lightning Facebook page. And any updates will certainly be put in there. But barring any weather, we're right back here tomorrow night for Game 3 of this weekend series. Long weekend, but you know, you're looking over and it's, it's a full bench. You see Gruchy there outside. Gruchy's wondering where he's going to sit on that bench. So as soon as we get everybody here, there will be enough room, Matt. Don't worry about that. 2-1 for the Corner Brook Royals over the Stephenville Lightning on the strength of a late goal by Mateo Short from Marr and Brown. And Marr scored a bit earlier from Brown as well. Stephenville opened the scoring in that first period. Scales from Pansel and Gruchy. Here we go, start of the second. Down into the Stephenville end. Back out very quickly by Stone. Stone, of course, one of the newcomers here. You haven't heard his name often. One of the newcomers here for us this year. Oh, just beyond the stick of Pansel. Might have been able to intercept that. Good try there by number 61, Luke Brown, to get in, but didn't happen. Jeff Rice comes back, picks up the puck to his defensive pairing, Mitchell Short. And that was touched by Gruchy. Corner Brook lucky there. If Gruchy got that puck, there was only him and the goalie between the net. Back down into the Stephenville end. Stephenville controlling. Up along the boards to Pansel. In over the line, Savory just off his stick, but to the near boards. Goodyear over there. Jordan Marr in there fighting for the puck. Comes back out to Stephenville. Pansel, be careful, guys. Stone there kept it in. Pansel. And that's back down. No icing called. Jason Stone back there for it. Up along the board. Savory, that's back out over. Corner Brook. Quick turnaround. Mateo Short. Got to be careful when he's there. Short. Antle. Savory up along the boards. That's tipped in over. A little bit too far, though, for the Stephenville player. And Corner Brook starts to come back. Gathering a bit of speed. In over the line. Adam Guy. Puts it in behind the net. Matt Colburn back there. Puck comes to him. We got Mateo Short on the nearboards. Colburn. Short. Got the puck again. Back to the line here. Deeg. Far side. Deeg being watched so he didn't get return pass. In behind the net. Back to Deeg. Gonna look to shoot. And if you're going to score, you need a shot on net. So any shot on net is a possible goal. Back down into the Corner Brook end, and that'll be an icing. With 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone in this 2-1 contest here at the Stephenville Dome. Thanks for joining in wherever you're joining from. Wally Childs here with my good buddy on video today, Roland Castillo. Happy to bring you the game here. It was a long layoff before Christmas. Boy, seems like forever since hockey's been back here at the Stephenville Dome. But we are here tonight. We are here tomorrow night. You were in Corner Brook last night. So lots of hockey to start the new year. And speaking of new year, we hope that wherever you guys were from, that you certainly enjoyed your Christmas break and your new year. And now you're ready for some hockey. Back into the Stephenville zone. Hare picks it up. Around the boards. Corner Brook keeps it in, almost tipped in front there. You've got Colburn into the corner. Hare back there. Didn't see Colburn, but Colburn behind the back pass to Guy. Back into Colburn. Makes the turn. Looking to keep it back to Guy. On the far boards. Picked up there by Deeg. Antle, got to be very careful, very dangerous man to have in front of that net. All alone. Deeg in front. Tipped. Oh, there goes arms up for some reason. No penalty, maybe just the net off its moorings. And boy, I tell you, when you got a big goalie like Christina back and forth on those posts, they better hold well. Corner Brook with an opportunity there. Face off now to the right of Noah Christina. Glad to see him back. We weren't sure after about 4 minutes last night when he went down if we'd see him tonight. But I saw him walking in earlier and I said, "Are you playing tonight?" And he said, "Oh, hell yeah." So he's here having a great game. So glad to have him in net. Delaney makes the turn. On this board here, George Young, local boy. Oh, stolen there by Corner Brook. And Colby House makes them pay. Off the sticky Young in the corner. Colby House was just behind him, grabbed the puck, came out to the left of Christina, and somehow got in under the arm of Noah Christina to put Corner Brook up 3-1. That'll likely go down as unassisted goal. Corner Brook looking to make a change. The referee says no. Sends Badecki back on the bench. Colby House, the goal scorer, took the face off and won it against Matt Grucci.
Corner Brook goal scorer number 18, Colby House. Assisted by number 13, Adam Lansford. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 25 seconds. House from Lansford, good time, 3:25.
So Lambswood does pick up an assist on that goal by House. Must have touched it down in the corner. So House from Lambswood puts Corner Brook up 3-1 here with just over 4 minutes gone into the second period. Stephenville sends it back in. Pansell near boards, takes the puck. 2-on-1 against him. He loses control, but gets it back again. Loses it again. Fabijanik in over the line. Devney picks it up. Savory. Devney, what an opportunity. Oh, what a play and what a save by Bo. Savory from Devney. You got those two. Anything could happen and almost did. What a great opportunity for the Lightning there to draw within one. Dan Hare circles in his zone. Up along the board, Savory, Devney. Talk about those two. Like to talk about them a bit more tonight on the score sheet, guys. Devney going in there against Marr. Two great players fighting for it there. Dylan Hill taking Jeff Rice into the boards. You got Marr, Savory. Devney comes away with it. But Corner Brook comes up in front. Oh, just off the stick of Marr. And there's bodies going everywhere now, and the hand is up. Penalty coming to the Stephenville Lightning. In front, what a tip. Great save there by Christina. On number 90, Jeff Rice. Somebody is going for holding. And that's our new recruit, Dylan Hill. 2 minutes or less for holding. What an opportunity just now, guys. If you missed it, rewind, have a look at it. Have a look at why that didn't go in. Can't wait to see that one back later. What an opportunity there for Savory from Devney. What a great show those two put on anytime they're on the ice. Smith gets it. Begin the power play just out over the line.
Number 38, Dylan Hill, 2 minutes for holding. Time on the penalty, 5 minutes, 36 seconds.
5:36 of the second period. Hill for holding. Corner Brook's coming in. Deeg looking for a player. Goes on the far board. Marr going to pick it up. Into the corner. Back to Marr. You got Smith on this side. Gets the puck. Smith. Back to Antle. Marr can't stop that. Then Corner Brook has got to come out and regroup. Stephenville, one quick change there. Deeg on this side. Back to his partner. Picked up by Grushi. Stole the puck. Managed to get a shot on Bo, but not a lot on that. He's a tired boy, and he's heading off the ice. New recruits on for Stephenville, but in comes Deeg, in over the line. Marr back at the line. Little dipsy doodle there, he's getting in. Antle waiting for the puck back here. Mateo Short's got it right now. Coming back to Antle. Far side, Smith. They're waiting for a pass in front of the defenseman. That was tipped. That's going to be down the ice. Thank you very much for that, Scaringi. Great job clearing. Corner Brook trying to set something up here. 27 seconds left to go. Bit of speed on the far side by Guy. It's coming in. Fanned on the shot. Marr gets it back, and that went wide. Colby House in there. Scaringi fighting down their long boards. Oh, bumped off there was number 24, George Young. Hooking. Corner Brook is going to be short 2 minutes or less for hooking with 6 seconds left. So 1 minute 54 seconds of a power play coming for your Stephenville Lightning. Mike Normore Wells headed to the penalty box for 2 or less. Dylan Hill ready to run back on and get in on this power play. We got Grushi out there, and Delaney, Savory, and Devney. And either Hill is going to join them or he's going to get to the penalty box, depending on what happens with this face-off. And we get their number 1 power play out there. And let's see if we can get back within 1 here. 6 seconds left in Hill's penalty. That's out over the line. So I'm thinking Hill is probably going to go to the bench and change it up. First player to come on, Savory, Delaney, Grushi right there. Grushi in over the line, taken down, no penalty. Delaney. Hansel waiting in the middle there, Delaney. Back to Devney on the other side. Back to Pansell, takes a quick shot, not a lot on that, broke the stick. Throw it down, Nathan. May get an opportunity to get a new one. Good job there, holding the puck in while Pansell went to get a stick. Oh, Grushi. What an opportunity you had, Pansell. 1 shot, 2 shots. Grushi on the far boards. Back to Devney, Grushi. We got Delaney out here. And the ref with his hand down. Not the hand up, the hand down. So it looks like that post, who's been giving both sides trouble tonight, is off down in the corner. 1 minute left in the penalty to Mike Normore Wells. Took a hooking call. What a great opportunity. And we've got the trainer, I think, out. Check on his goalie, perhaps. Maybe it's a skate issue. I think Bo had an issue with the skate last night, if I'm not mistaken. Trainer was out, changed that blade. It's one of those quick in and out blades. And I think he had the same issue last night with the blade coming out of his skate or coming loose. Connor, the old-fashioned skates that were almost nailed onto your feet. And the new skates these days with these quick change blades and everything. Hard to keep up with technology even into the sports field. 11:29 left to go here in the second period. 3-1 for the Corner Brook Royals. but 1 minute left in the penalty. To Normore Wells. A little bit of a breather here for both teams, really. Will it benefit one or the other? We will see in just a second. And at the same time now, we've got a player from Corner Brook headed down to the dressing room. Hobbling along a little bit, may have hurt himself. Not sure who that was. But Corner Brook is down a player right now, and they're trying to fix the skate of Landon Bow. Looks like we're all done. Tap there from the trainer or the equipment manager. Heading out. Let's go, boys. Let's get this back within one. You hear the music blasting, rock and roll all night. Well, we want to score all night, and of course we want our Stephenville Lightning to be doing the score. And a great game going here so far. Great opportunities for both sides. There we go, and that's going to get out over the line. Pansell. Back into Savory. They're giving him a bit of room. You got to respect Captain Savory and his talent. Joe Devney, you got Delaney waiting at the line here. Gets the puck back. Back to Devney. Pansell, oh, couldn't take that off the stick. Took it off the skate, still control it. Quick shot in. Bo turned that aside. Back to the line. Devney, Delaney. Delaney into Pansell. Delaney back again. Here's Delaney. Behind Pansell. Is he going to keep it in? Yes, he does. Nathan Pansell looking to go to the front. What a great shot there by Captain Savory. Oh, got the puck and might have got tripped up a little bit, but manages to keep it in. Matt Gruchy, great job, Matt. Down there in the corner. Somebody goes down. Stephenville player went down. Let's see if it's going to be Stephenville or Corner Brook. And there looks like a player from Corner Brook is taking the long skate down here to the sin bin. Ethan Janes, 2 minutes. Interference. Stephenville didn't capitalize on that one. We'll give our power play one a break, and power play number 2 comes on. Let's see if these guys can do anything. Dan Hare on this side. Over to Hill. Hill takes a quick shot. Young tried to tip it there. Young fighting in the corner. 2-on-1 for Stephenville. Should be able to control that play. Back to Dan Hare.
Time of the penalty, 9 minutes, 35 seconds.
Hare across the hill. Back to Dan Hare. Oh boy, a lot of fan on shots here tonight. Oh my goodness! What a great opportunity there. Ryan Reed. Off the bar. Might have been 2 bars there. Great job. Savory, you got our number 1 power play back on. Savory, Devney, Gruchy. Dan Hare stays on. Hare and Hill stay on, so defensemen are on there. Oh, and this could be, I think it's going to be a bit too far for a break for Colburn. It'll certainly eat up a bit of time on the clock, which it does. Colburn looking to head off for a change. Stephenville coming out of their zone. Had to be careful. The man coming on for Corner Brook almost had that. Matt Gruchy. What a great shot by Devney, but Bo had that all the way. Knew where that was going. Pansell fighting for it on the boards. Hill. Cracks the Gruchy. Tries to get it through. Kept it in. At the line. Devney. Rink-wide pass. Got to watch those rink-wide passes with Corner Brook players there in the middle. Back to Devney. Takes a shot. That's off the goalie and off the netting. 23 seconds left in the second of the back-to-back penalties to the Corner Brook Royals. But so far, our Stephenville Lightning can't capitalize. Let's go Lightning. Number 1 line back on again. Savory, Devney, Pansell, Matt Gruchy, and Delaney. Corner Brook going to come. Whoa! Great play there. What a connection there from the Corner Brook and Stephenville players. Delaney and one of the Royals. Delaney knew he was beat, so he had to take the body. Oh, somebody put down the corner, and then Adam Guy takes a shot. And he's going to go. Adam Guy didn't like the fact that Gruchy took out the player in the corner and slashed him. So it's going to be the third penalty in a row for the Corner Brook Royals. Tensions are heating up a little bit. Guy is still skating around, having a say against some of the players. Adam Guy is going to go off. Whoa, 2 minutes, or was that 4 minutes? Maybe 4. Yes, it was 4. 4 minutes for slashing. Boy, Stephenville, what an opportunity here. Had Corner Brook back on their heels for the past 4 minutes, and now gets 4 more. Obvious penalty there. Not sure about the hit. It's sort of behind the scenes a little bit. Think you're going to change that back to 2. I'm sure he did say 4. He stuck up 4 fingers there at the beginning. I think we'll change that back to 2 minutes. Regardless, another 2 minutes. Corner Brook could be back on their heels. Stephenville still has to be careful. You got some speedy forwards there on the Royals. 2 short-handed goals last night. Stephenville really controlled the play during those 2 power plays. Really needs something to work here. First line power play still on there. Gruchy, Savory, Pansell.
2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 45 seconds.
Hill, oh, Pansell.
11:45.
That was tipped by a Corner Brook player, and Pansell couldn't handle it. Back into his own end. Coming out. Andel trying to interfere with them there, but they get in over the line. Hill, long shot. Kick to the corner, Devney. In the corner, Savory, what an opportunity! But that's right into the jersey of Bow. And Landon Bow has been coming up big for Corner Brook tonight. It's not like Stephenville haven't had their chances. Boy, this first power play is going to need a rest after this. They've been on for the better part of 6 or 7 minutes. And they still control it. Delaney. Pansell's got a lot of room to shoot. Devney picks it up in the corner. Over to Delaney, who keeps it in. Back to Devney. Delaney's got lots of room. Nobody in front, and if Landon Bow is going to see that, he's going to stop it. We see the second power play coming on for Stephenville with 54 seconds left to go. In the 2-minute minor to Guy for slashing. And he had a few words with some of the Stephenville players on his way to the sin bin. Let's see what's going to go on there a little bit later. Dan Hare keeping it around. George Young just went over his stick into the corner. Delaney still on there. In the corner, Young. You've got Roach out in front. Dan Hare taps it, still in behind the net. Young in there. Back to Hare, but Delaney picks it up. Watch the point, guys. Nobody back at the point. Delaney tries to turn around there, but Ryan Smith pushes him off the puck. Great shot. Here we go. You got Hand breaking in there. Oh, my goodness. That's going to draw some attention. Hand took the shot and then got nailed. That's going to draw a bit of attention down there. What a hit that was. Not sure who delivered it. Maybe one of the big boys for Stephenville. Maybe Reed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to watch that body. Watch that body when it's on the ice. Colby House trying to pick at Reed there. It was a good hit. Well, they got Reed's number, and they're having a chat about it. Guy is looking over. 22 seconds to go. Discussion going on there now at center. Big save by Christina, and beforehand could put his hands on the rebound. Reed put him in the corner. Good physical hockey play, drew a bit of attention, but Reed's a big boy. You got to keep your head up. .22 seconds left in the penalty. Referee Lockie Dougal trying to get the game on the go. Little mix-up of a power play here. Roach is now coming on. Young in over the line, got the puck in the corner to Savory. Cornerbrook coming away with it. Matt Colburn down there all by himself. Hill on the other side. Hill to Young, just over Young's stick. Hill's got to go back. Keep an eye on Guy. We said he was going to look for names and jerseys when he got out, and he certainly had one lined up there. Stone across center. Roach. Roach gets it. Oh, just missed the pass. Cornerbrook coming back now. Fabigiani. Nobody seems to want the puck, but Antle picks it up. Boy, you got to be careful. He's good. Fabigiani waiting for the pass here. Knew he was going to get it. Quick shot at the net, deflected wide. Antle going over. Jonathan Organ there with him. Hill in the corner. Colburn. Hill comes away with it. Stone on this side, but Cornerbrook picks it back up. Antle. Jonathan Organ gets it out. Nick Shea didn't see that. He knew it was around his feet somewhere. And that's going to be icing. No, it's not. Icing waved off. Here comes Cornerbrook, almost a 2-on-1. Brown. Oh, what a goal by Brown. Picked the blocker's side of Noah Christina. And boy, how often do you see that? 6 minutes of power play time, no luck. Cornerbrook comes right back and they get a goal. Third point of the night for Brown. Brady March, around to Roach.
Cornerbrook goal scored number 61, Luke Brown, assisted by number 10, Jordan Marr, and number 91, Stephen Reed. Time of the goal, 15 minutes on seconds. Brown, from Marr, Dean,
Brown from Marr and Diggs. And there you have Stephenville coming close again. Boy, they've had no luck. And no luck again. 3-on-1. What a shot. And this time it's Brown. Again. Talk about having no luck. And Cornerbrook is in 3-on-1. Lots of time. Brown had lots of time to pick his spot. And he makes it 5-1. 5-1 for the Cornerbrook Royals here with just over 4 minutes left to go in the second period. And again, one of those opportunities, Stephenville at one end, no go. And back they come again. Rashina hits it down, tapped off the Cornerbrook player. Bit of chatting on the far side. Ethan Janes over there. Few words for the Stephenville players. We'll get an announcement on that goal. Sorry, not a power play goal. Even strength goal in just a minute, but it puts Cornerbrook ahead 5-1. And once again, just like last night, Stephenville comes out early. Great showing, and then Cornerbrook responds with 5 unanswered goals. Same thing again tonight, and it's a 5-1 for the Cornerbrook Royals, and they're looking for more.
Cornerbrook goal scorer number 61, Luke Brown, assisted by number 10, Jordan Marr, and number 90, Jack Rice. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 38 seconds. Brown from Marr and Rice, the time 15.
Marr, his 4th point of the night. Brown from Marr and Rice. 4-point night for him. Said earlier tonight, you got to keep an eye on Jordan Marr when he's on the ice. But this Luke Brown, he's certainly earning his keep with the Cornerbrook Royals. 3:36 left to go here in period number 2 at the Stephenville Dome. Cornerbrook wins the face-off. Fabijanik across to this side. King picks it up just beyond the stick of Colby House. Hill goes back for it outside the line. Fabijanik got to come back. King waiting on these near boards for it, but he's covered. Can't go that route. Stone. Tipped by Scales. Pansell. And that was tipped by King. Oh, high sticking. And boy, that's Cornerbrook coming to the sin bin again. High sticking. 2 minutes or less for Josh Hand. And let's hope that Cornerbrook gives up one right here now. Would be great. Number 1 power play on there for Stephenville. Pensel and Delaney at the point. Savory, Devaney, and Gruchy up front. Jeff Rice stepping in to take the face-off. Just involved in that latest goal by Luke Brown. Rice and Savory. Sounds like they're making a good meal, doesn't it? Rice and Savory. And just like that, with 3 seconds, Matt Gruchy is going to get a break. Going to get a rest there, Matt. Even strength. For the next 1 minute, 57 seconds. Cornerbrook then goes on a 3-second power play. Face-off coming back into the Stephenville end. Antlemeyer and Diggs up front. Guy back here at the blue line. And that's going to get out over. You have Devaney. You got Savory rushing in there. Devaney spins around. Does another spin. Almost into the feet of the linesman. Devaney. Spinning again. Back to the point. In off the boards, and Guy's going to pick that up. Savory in watching him. Deegs out over the line, looking for someone picking up speed here. Of course, it's Marr. You got Guy in over the line. Antle on this near side. Guy's going to do this alone. Going to get out over the line. Yes, it will. Deegs. Delaney just sidestepped that check. Pass in front. Oh my goodness. What an opportunity for Dylan Savory. Delaney sidestepped the check, got the puck, got it over to Dylan Savory. Boy, it's not often he's going to miss with occasions like that in front of the opposition net. 110 and 107 left in the 2 penalties. 4-on-4. Stephen Diggs, Jordan Marr, Adam Guy, and Antle on for Corner Brook. Oh my! Delaney and Gruchy collided there a bit. Marr, 3-on-1 in the corner. Can he get it back to the point? Yes, he does. Diggs, can he control it? No! Breaking out, here's his breakaway! Pansell! And Bo stopped him. Somehow Landon Bo got down and stopped Nathan Pansell. He had the right move. And that's up and off the netting. What an opportunity. Pansell turned on the Jets. I thought he was going to get the trailer coming behind, but boy, he was in all alone himself. And Landon Bo just spread out and somehow made that save just when it looked like Pansell made the right move. .22 seconds left in the penalty to Gruchy, 19 in the penalty to Hand. 5-1 Stephenville Lightning are trailing your Corner Brook Royals by a score of 5-1. And when I say your Corner Brook Royals, you're from Corner Brook, they're your Corner Brook Royals. My Stephenville Lightning. But however you look at it, they're trailing 5-1 here with 1:24 left to go in the second period. Stephenville wins the faceoff. Couple of moves there by Hill. Shake a couple of defenders to get ready. Up in the front. Here we go. Shea takes a shot, not a very good one. And Goodyear managed to tip that as well. Hand, oh, we knew with a few seconds ago, Hand was going to be in there. Colburn coming in. What a great play. Backhand, but flashing the leather is Noah Crisina. Knew as soon as Hand was out of the net, out of the penalty box, he could be involved in the play. And sure enough, Matt Colburn taking the face-off there against Shea. Tied up in the feet of the players. Corner Brook gets it and sends it behind the net. Goodyear picked up by a Stephenville player. Goodyear's going to keep it in. Pile of Stephenville players around. Let's see if they can get something on the go. George Young, Jonathan Organ. Back to Stone. Oh, quick shot, and that was kicked aside by Goodyear, almost kicked towards his own net. 61, could it be Brown? Oh, wow. Hello, Noah Crisina. Great opportunity for Brown to come up with his third goal. The hat-trick goal would be the third unanswered in a row. He didn't get it. The trailer didn't get it because Noah Crisina was there and took it away. Don't let the score fool you guys. 5-1. Crisina's having a great night here. It's a little bit of bad luck. 2 seconds to go. And that will be the end of the second period. So in that second period, we had House, Brown, and Brown for Corner Brook to put them up 5-1 after the end of 2. We'll take an 18-minute break here. Grab yourselves a snack. Go have a washroom break. And we will see you guys right back here in about 18 minutes for the third period. Don't go away. Last night this was the score, and then it got really exciting. Stephenville brought it back within one very quickly. So let's hope that they're going to regroup in the dressing room and see what they can pull off. Congratulations, Lily Hines, winner of tonight's Chuck-a-Puck. Glad you folks can be back with us here tonight. 20 minutes of hockey left. Corner Brook Royals leading by a score of 5-1 over to Stephenville Lightning. Anybody who's interested can certainly head to the Stephenville Lightning. They have a fundraising page as well, but I think there's a link up on the Facebook page for a draw that they're having, $5,000 cash draw coming up on January the 28th. What a great prize. What a great present right after Christmas. Help pay off some of those Christmas bills. $10 each ticket, or 3 for $20. You can EMT seniorhockey23 at hotmail.com. So just think of Shane Delaney's number, 23, seniorhockey23 at hotmail.com. $10 each, 3 for $20. They will send you your ticket numbers and information, and you can win $5,000 coming up in just a couple of short weeks. So have a look at our Facebook page for that if you're interested. Big shout out to a few more of our sponsors tonight. Shay's Building Supplies, Industrial Tech Services, Canadian Tire, Pizza Delight, M&F Motorsports, Molson, Marblewood Village. Stephenville wins it. Grushi sent in. Pansell sends it in. Scales goes after it. Ryan Smith gets it out, though, to number 90, Jeff Rice, who sends it down the ice. Excuse me. And Jeff Rice just iced the puck. So we're back into the Corner Brook end right away. Great game here despite the score. A lot of great saves by Christina. Corner Brook certainly could have had a few more goals. And Stephenville, boy, Stephenville have had their chances as well. Won by Pansell there near the end of the period, and Bo just laid out and saved it from going in. Not sure how. And when I look back at the replay tomorrow, maybe it'll help me. But not sure. Brown in behind. You got to watch him. He's got like 4 points tonight. He's working on the hat trick, trying to get that third goal. Almost had it there late in the second period. Long pass up to short. Sends it in over. Delaney back for that. Far side pass. Roach knocked off the puck. Will he get it back? Yes, he will. Between the legs pass to Dylan Savory. Captain Savory sends it over. Joe Devney tried to get that, but that went off his stick. Corner Brook picks it back up. They're now controlling it. Adam Guy playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, I think the last little bit of the period, second period there. He went off a couple minutes for slashing, didn't like one of the checks that was take place down in the corner. Stuck up for his teammate, of course, and spent 2 minutes in the sin bin for it. Came out and laid out a Stephenville player right away, so you knew he was looking for payback there. Got to watch him when he's on the ice. Antle. Oh, nice shot there. Matt Colburn had all the time in the world to tee that up, but Christina gave him a big target. Antle. Wow. Where did you miss there, Matt? Matt Colburn, great opportunity. Looked like a wide open net there. Pass from Antle. Tivney coming out. Spins at the line. Back into the corner. Delaney. Spinorama over to Shea. If Shea had had a stick down, might have had an opportunity to come up with the puck there. Corner Brook bringing it back down. Bit of speed. Colby House. That's going across the ice, and Stephenville's going to pick it up. You got Reed on this side. Reed had a great hit there on one of the Corner Brook players that drew a crowd late in the second period. Front of net. And Landon Bowe reaches out that mitt very quickly and picks it up. Linesmen are getting in there a little bit early now at these puck stoppages. Don't want it getting too chippy. It's been a good game so far. Despite the score 5-1, really has been a good game if you've tuned in or been watching it live here. And if you're watching it live, just a reminder, we're back here again tomorrow night, 7:30 sharp, right here at the Stephenville Dome for a very rare three-game set this weekend to make up for the game in December that was canceled. And certainly love to see Stephenville come away with one win. Big opportunity there for Corner Brook, 2-on-1, no luck. That was Badecki, took the shot, and that was off the blocker of Christina. Now Stephenville looks like they're going to get a chance to get out with it. They will. Nick Shea coming down there, but he's all alone. No luck. Josh Hand tips it in. He goes off for a change. Ethan James watching the Stephenville players. On this side, Lilly. One of the new additions, Brad Lilly. Here we go. Speaking of Lilly, had an opportunity there, and then Crocker couldn't come up with the pass. Brady March tried to keep it in. Jeff Rice taps it down on the other side, and Brown all around that puck tonight. What a great pickup there for Corner Brook, Luke Brown. Dan Hare. Crocker, big shot, but wide of the net. 56, Jason Stone, newcomer, keeps it in over there. Back to Stone, coming from the point. That's turned aside by Bow. In net again, and there it is. Boy, that was a great little pass back. I think he had the goalie going one way. And it looks like Lilly had a couple of great opportunities just a few moments ago. Yes, sir, they're going to grab that puck for Brad Lilly. Grab the puck, gone off the ice with it. Welcome to Stephenville, Mr. Lilly. Now, do that again. What a great shot. And that was passed behind, so I don't think the goalie really realized that was coming this way. And we'll get the update in a minute. Who the assists were on that goal. But it was a nice pass. Whoever made that back behind the net. Pass back. Had Bo going the other way. And Lilly with his first. As a member of the Lightning, tucked it in. Delaney back behind the net.
Stephenville goal scored by number 34, Brady Lilly. Assisted by number 9, Nathan Pansel. And number 56, Jason Stone. Time of the ball, 4 minutes, 22 seconds. Lilly from Pansel and Stone.
Lilly from Pansel and Stone. So Pansel has a couple points for himself there tonight. Stone, new member of the Lightning, picks up a point. Congratulations, Brad Lilly, on your first of many goals, we hope, for the Lightning. And that's going to be icing. Nobody close to that one. And we'll bring it back with 5:06 gone in the third period, back deep into the Stephenville zone. 5-2, Corner Brook Royals. Just like last night, Stephenville Lightning came out pretty fast in the third period, scored a goal. Big shot there by Clay King. That was turned aside. Devaney. You got Gruchy, winds his way in. Delaney trying to keep that puck in and does. Gruchy. No, and that's back out over the line. Too many sticks, too many pokes at that puck to keep it in. And here's Corner Brook making the turn. Clay King. Put it in front and almost tipped in. Deflected high. Offside, Joe Devaney. I see the Lightning on their Facebook page, if you look there. They had a contest, who's going to score the first goal for the Lightning tonight. And if you guessed Curtis Scales, then you get your name put in for a draw for a prize. Everybody guessed Curtis Scales, and I'm willing to bet there weren't a lot of Scales people out there. A lot of names picked Devney, Savory, those sorts of names. Curtis Scales, so if maybe one person picked Curtis, then they've won themselves a prize. So it'll be interesting to see who did that. Wayne Badecki down into the far end as that's stripped away. Back up to Devney. Devney ahead to Roach. Roach and over the line. Pass it back to Devney. In front of the net. Oh, just past Savory. Corner Brook. Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith making a go down there, and it's going to be a penalty. The hand is up. Two hands are up. Maybe it's the same penalty. Let's hope it's only the one. Unless it's one to Corner Brook, of course. And there we go. We've got Joe Devney gone. No, it's maybe two different penalties. Let's see. Yes, two different penalties. 2 minutes for slashing. Wow, Stone just involved in that last goal by Lilly. Stone gets 2 for slashing. Devney gets 2 for something else. However you count it up, it's a 2-man advantage for Corner Brook. And boy, you think, you think Stephenville has got their back against the wall. They're down 2 men now for 1 minute, 52 more seconds. Let's see if they can survive this one. Corner Brook short. Far side pass to Short, coming in over. You got Deegs. Deegs in there with Short. You got Marr on that power play, of course. You got Antle back there. He's got the puck now. Marr, Deeg, back to Marr. Marr trying to get a look. Oh my goodness. Wow. Not much Christina could do about that. Marr didn't have much space, but he put it there. What a great goal by number 10, Jordan Marr. I tell you, I'm a Lightning fan, but you got to admire a nice shot like that. A little bit of a screen for Christina, but boy, I tell you, Marr didn't have much space to put it in. And I'm thinking Deeg is going to get an assist on that. Maybe Antle, not sure Allselp touched that puck. But when it's 2 penalties like that and they score, only 1 penalty comes off the board. Not both penalties, so they only get 1. So Corner Brook still back to the power play for 1 minute, 11 seconds. Jordan Marr with his second of the night. They go along with 3 assists. So 5 points on the night for Marr out of 6 goals. So we don't need to tell you where they need to.
Assisted by number 97, Andrew Mitchell, and number 91, Stephen Deeg. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 57 seconds. Marr from Engel and Deeg. The time, 6:57.
Marr from Antle and Deeg. And Corner Brook coming close again. And the net is off in the Stephenville zone. So Marr from Antle and Deeg makes it 6-2, just when Stephenville trying to get a bit of life. But when you're down 2 players to the Corner Brook Royals, and they've got that power play out there, boy, if you can survive those 2 minutes, you're going to be lucky. Stephenville, unfortunately, didn't survive the full 2 minutes. Power play goal scored by Marr, and they're right back on the power play again. Antle takes it back. Deeg, number 91. Back to the point to Deeg. He's going to step in. Goes to Marr. Oh, Antle, how did you miss that? And Brown trying for it. And Stephenville breaking out 3-on-1. Delaney, what a shot. But the glove of Bo got in the way. Great opportunity there for Stephenville. Reed back to the point to Hare. Shot at the net. And that's grabbed by Landon Bowe. Andrew Antle at the other end. Boy, I can't wait to see this game back. On replay there, not sure how Antle missed that. He was just cruising, just got the puck and nonchalantly. I thought he had a goal. Thought we were going to hear another goal, but no. And Stephenville survived the second power play opportunity for the Corner Brook Royals. Ryan Smith behind the net, coming back to Colburn. And that's over his stick. Hill goes back. That's off the stick of Crocker, back down into the Stephenville zone. Lilly. Pass cross ice. You got Crocker in there looking for it. Gonna have to come back and tag up again. Hill sends it in, stopped by Bowe behind the net. He's passing it off to Ryan Smith. Up along the boards. You've got to watch this guy heading out Colburn. Speed coming up the near boards. Almost had a breakaway there. Stephenville comes away with the puck. Crocker, cross ice. March taps it in. Stephenville making a change. Out comes Fabijanik with a bit of speed. Sends that into the Stephenville zone. You've got Roach down there for it. He loses it off the puck. Back to the point. Big shot. And that's going to get out. No, Fabijanik keeps that in. Back behind the net again. Clay King in front, but that's intercepted by Stephenville. And they will come away with it. Joe Devney down these boards. Looking for some help. In front of the net. Oh, what a play. But Savory couldn't get it. Felt like he was interfered with there. And we got a little roughness going on down in the corner. Dylan Savory, great move. Didn't get past the defender down in the Corner Brook zone. Having a chat with him. Both of them on the way to the penalty box. Still having a chat. So it looks like Lamwood and Savory are both going to go. 2 minutes each. Not sure to call, likely for roughing. Adam Labenswood, Dylan Savory, 2 minutes each. And we'll have some 5-on-5 hockey here. .9:43 left to go in the third period. 6-2 to Corner Brook Royals. Adam Guy takes the puck back, just taps it out over the line. Normore Wells missed that. Devney coming back in. But Gruchy had stopped at the line and didn't have any speed going into the zone. And that hit something on the ceiling. Back down, and we'll have a face-off again down in the Corner Brook end. Get a chance, just like thank some of our sponsors, Shays Castle Building Supplies, ITS Industrial Tech Services, Canadian Tire, Dennis GM, Pizza Delight. Thank you all for your sponsorship of the Stephenville Lightning. Clay King with an opportunity there. That's just past Normore Wells. That's coming out. D keeps it in. Badecki keeps it behind. Pansell almost knocked off the puck, but he's going to come away with it there and over to Delaney. Playing the point. Scales on the ice there. He scored the first goal, of course. And if you picked him, you get to win the contest. There was a contest to see who the first scorer for the Lightning would be, and of course it was Curtis Scales. Pansell, Gruchy, there it is. The Bobby Orr goal. Came off his feet, scored the goal. Gruchy, Pansell. Well, let's see who else was involved in that. Great goal there. Maybe Scales. Scales was down in the corner. I think he might have fanned on the pass. Got it back, got it to Gruchy. Gruchy puts it in behind Landon Bow to make it a 6-3 contest with 8:37 left to go here in the third period. Stone tapped at it, couldn't get it out. Cornerbrook behind it, a little bit of a holding there from Hill. Marr does the spin.
Stephenville goal scored by number 53, Matt Gruchy. Assisted by number 9, Nathan Pansell, and to number 44, Curtis Scales. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 22 seconds.
11 minutes, 23 seconds. Gruchy from Pansell and Scales.
Is a time of 11:22.
In over the line. There's Marr, there's Brown, both of them looking for the hat trick goal tonight. Back comes Stephenville. Great shot there by Shea. Nobody near the rebound. Out comes Cornerbrook. Smith in over the line, back to Hand. Hand is going to give it back into Smith in the corner, but Stephenville comes away with the puck. Icing. And Marr saying, why is there icing? I was in there. Doesn't matter. The whistle is gone. 6-3, 7-1 left here at the Stephenville Dome. Cornerbrook Royals in the lead, and we're right back here tomorrow night, folks. Third game in a row. 7:30 tomorrow night. Nothing else to do. Drop out to the Stephenville Dome. Watch the game. Watch us live on the Big Glen Network, and a big thank you to them for providing such great streaming service.
Is ticket number 01.
50-50 draw, winner being announced. It's not me tonight.
956.
Stephenville looking to take control. Great little pass up there over the center. Lilly. Crocker in there. Lilly got it out in front of the net. Oh, and he was all alone. Brady March was all alone. Got leveled in front of the net by Fabijanic. And he's going to go. Yes, sirree. Brady March. The puck was loose. Tried to dig it in there. Fabijanic didn't like that. And he's going to have to sit and think about that for 2 minutes or less in the penalty box. Roughing the call, 2 minutes to Lucas Fabijanic with 6:49 to go. I'm seeing 6-4 up on the scoreboard. Not sure if that's the right score. Maybe it was 6-3. We'll take 6-4. Six to 3, now it's fixed. Spoke too soon. Got really excited when I looked over and saw it at 6-4. I'm like, wow, we're really close there. But we'll still take 6-3 with an opportunity here to put us ahead, to put us closer, not ahead, but one goal closer. Into Devney. Oh, Devney worked his way to the center. He wanted to get that in there. Great opportunity, and of course the first power play is back out there for the Stephenville Lightning. Savory, Devney, Gruchy up front. Delaney and Pansell back here at the point. Delaney, Pansell. Back to Delaney. Into Pansell, looking to make something happen. Delaney looked like he may come this way. Joe Devney looking for an opening. In the corner, Dylan Savory. No, sorry, that's Gruchy. Now that's Savory looking to gain the front. Thought he was going to shoot. Did at the end of it. Going to be kept in. Let's see. Kept in there behind the net. Smith, sorry, a guy comes up with it, trying to get it out. No luck, no. Stephenville, oh, smacked her on the shins. Pansell, back to Delaney at the front of the net. Joe Devney, be careful over there, Delaney. And Pansell gets back, trying to interrupt this 2-on-1, short and Antle. Pansell, great job. Gruchy. Joe Devney in over the line. You got Savory heading to the front of the net. Back out Gruchy. And he'll tap it into the crowd. And we'll get a whistle with 23 seconds left to go. In the penalty to Fabijanic. 5:12 to go in the period. Lightning down by 3. Ref having a conversation here with the timekeeper. Face off. Colby House won it. Shot in by Corner Brook. Back behind the net. Stephenville looking to organize now. Second line out there. Dylan Savory on with them though. Savory with the shot. And the penalty is, oh my goodness. Oh my, Mitchell Goodyear. Savory was down and Goodyear hit him while he was down. Goodyear hit him while he was down. That may be extra time. Dylan Hill jumped in to help his captain. Oh my. The original penalty was coming up. And then Dylan Hill jumped in to help his captain, so it may even out at some point. We'll see. But Mitchell Goodyear scored it off the ice. Dylan Hill has scored it off for Stephenville. Each gone for fighting. Let's see how this is going to work out with 5 minutes remaining. Third period. Referees meeting there to sort through the penalties. We got 2 for fighting there for sure. We got the original one against Savory. So let's see what's going to happen. We got 10 seconds left in the penalty to Fabijanic. Refs are having a discussion with Jimmy Delaney down here. Want to get all this straightened out as quick as we can. Pretty sure that Goodyear and Dylan Hill are gone for fighting. Early showers. Dylan Savory went down. And then Goodyear hit him while he was down. And that caused a little commotion, so not sure if there's going to be an extra penalty there. If it's all going to balance out, we'll have a look in just a few minutes here. Referees talking to our scorekeeper. He's busy writing. Keep him busy the last part of this third period. And you can almost feel it building. Bit by bit, you could feel it building. The tension, the little hits. I think it all started earlier with Guy, who did that slashing, and then he sort of had a chip on his shoulder for a lot of the period, and then that sort of escalated between teams. Hope you join us back here tomorrow night, guys. 7:30. Whether you join the Big Land Network and join us, or whether you're here in person, love to see you here. Just waiting to hear about the penalties now. Crowd a little riled up here now with a bit of action. Bit of spirit put back into it. So let's see. Jimmy Delaney is finished writing. Barry Snow is down there looking over at her sheet, and Barry is going to enter that time. Let's see. It's like hockey bingo. Who's going to win this tonight? Who's coming out on the end of this one? This penalty? Or will it balance out? Nothing up there yet. See 3 skaters back there for Corner Brook. See Badecki heading to the penalty box to join Fabijanik, who's got 10 seconds left. I don't see the box open on the Stephenville end. So is that going to be the only penalty besides the fighting that will come out of that? So it looks like 2 fighting majors. Two fighting majors, the extra penalty to Badecki, and maybe he was the one who had the original penalty against Captain Dylan Savory. However it adds up, it's 5-on-3 Stephenville for 10 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for 1:50. Let's see if the boys can draw a bit closer. Anything could have happened. Last night they scored 3 goals within the span of about 4 or 5 minutes. Both sides actually had their opportunities last night and did that. So this game is not over yet. Here we go. Of course, number 1 power play has had time out there now. See Deeg down there. See Colby House down there. And Adam Guy. And that's the crew. Oh, a little weak pass there by Devney. Corner Brook trying to gain entry. And they do. Devney cross front, but that's going to be tipped. Not quite out, I don't think. Savory. Behind the back pass to Delaney. Into Devney, in front, and that's going to be cleared. Race for the puck, but Christina's going to get there. Stephenville looking to make something happen, but I tell you, Corner Brook is pretty persistent on the penalty kill. Pansell to the front. Will Delaney get it? He took the hit there. Colby House is back. He's all alone right now. Oh, the defender tripped down there. Colby House had an extra opportunity to get at it. That's on the net, and the whistle is gone. Stone tripped up back there, so Colby House had an extra opportunity. And just like that, it's only 54 seconds left on the power play. 5-on-4 for the Stephenville Lightning. 2 fighting majors, Goodyear and Hill. And Badecki picks up the extra 2. Second power play unit on out there for Stephenville. 5-on-4. Scaringi's got Nick Shea with him. Reed on this side. Reed takes the puck. Oh, back to Roach. Through his legs. And that's down into the far end. Dan Hare goes back for it. Up along the boards to Scaringi. Back to Dan Hare. Roach is here. Scaringi Up on the near boards, Roach in over the line. Looking for something to happen. Roach in front. They'll keep that in with 13 seconds left to go. Into the corner, Reed. Big Boy knocked off the puck in there. Looking for something. Dan Hare shoots. And that was up into the netting. Just as the penalty is expired. To Badecki. 5-on-5, 2:59 to go. 6-3, Corner Brook Royals. We're back here again tomorrow night, folks. Let's see if Stephenville, a couple of good games they played this weekend. Haven't had the result that they wished for. But maybe tomorrow night in front of the hometown fans, the magic will happen. Both teams, I'm sure, will be tired. Oh, there we go. There we go. Mara is down. Scarinci is in there. They just dropped the gloves right away. Things are heating up now. I think that was Scarinci and Mar right away. As soon as the puck was dropped, the gloves dropped with them. Definitely Scarinci there. Going off to the cheers from the crowd. Oh, would you look at that? Dan Hare hits Adam Guy from behind. Boy, he's not one you want to agitate. Guy will take that number. Don't you worry, he's got that 92 put in his pocket. Jordan Mars. Mar gonna go as well. Let's see. He was involved in it. Adam Guy is just swiping at anything over there. He'd like to be swiping at something, but it's not the equipment. He really didn't like that little hit from Dan Hare at the end of it, and he's still letting them know. Sort of had his back turned there, and Hare cross-checked him. That'll probably gain an extra 2 minutes for the Corner Brook Royals. Let's see. And folks, we're not done yet. 2:56 left to go. Jimmy Delaney, get your pen out, buddy. You're going to be doing a bit more writing. Going to be interesting to see what's going on here. Certainly both for fighting. Well, maybe not both, but I know Scarinci is gone. Boy, I tell you, there's helmets all over the place, gloves. All Stephenville, yes, sir. The referee is down there talking to her timekeeper. Let's see who comes out on the end of this. I can't see Stephenville coming out on the positive end of this one. The late hit there by Dan Hare. Not sure what led to that. I'm sure there were a few words exchanged. But Adam Guy is over there. He's still a bit agitated. You can see him. He's writing down numbers, taking names. And this is far from over with 2:56 left. Paper's gone back in the pocket for the ref. Doors are closing. Let's see what's going to happen here. It's explaining to Anton and Devney. We're both here representing their teams, explaining just what the penalties are going to be. Anton pleading the case, I'm sure, for the extra 2 minutes. Seven minutes there for Scarinci, and maybe he was the instigator there. I don't see anything up yet for Mar. Now that 7 minutes is down. 2 minutes back up, I guess to 5 for fighting. Both fighting majors, maybe. Extra 2 minutes for Scarinci. Looked like he may have dropped the gloves first. And is that all that's going to come out of that is 2 extra minutes? Thought for sure Dan Hare would pick up an extra 2 for the late cross check to the back of Adam Guy. Joe Devney headed to the penalty box, I guess going to serve that 2 minutes. 2:56 to go. Have a seat, Joe. And it looks like that's about it for right now. Some of the guys are still talking down in that end. Colby House is down there having words. We'll see what's going on. Adam Guy back on the ice.
Penalties. The Stephenville number 11, Hugo Sparings. 2 minutes for instigating, 5 minutes for fighting, plus again misconduct. Time of the penalties is 17 minutes, 4 seconds.
Okay, so nothing to mar? Nothing to mar. Looks like just a 2 for instigator and 5 in a game for Scaringi. Once the gloves were dropped, everybody was in there, so it's hard to see what took place there, folks. Pause and rewind, have a look at it again. But however you look at it, Stephenville is down a man. Here we go. We've got number 7 out there. Mike Normore Wells pulling at people. We've got Adam Guy back here. Colby House. Looking to make something happen. Normore Wells in front. House. Oh, there we go. Normore Wells. Delaney dropped the gloves on Delaney. Delaney didn't have a chance to drop his gloves. So Mike Normore Wells. He's gone. And that took all of 24 seconds. Delaney gonna head to the penalty box. Delaney down there pretty heated with the referees. Gone, just like that. You could see Lockie McDougall getting worked up down there. He wasn't taking any more of that from Shane Delaney. And he's gone. Delaney voiced his displeasure, I'm sure, with some colorful language. Lockie McDougall said, "That's enough of that, buddy." And let's see who's coming out on the end of this one. I hope the drive-thrus are open late. We're here for another little while yet. Folks, you won't want to miss this game tomorrow night, 7:30 tomorrow night. Right back here, Stephenville Dome. Corner Brook Royals versus the Lightning. Third game in 3 nights. Boy, you're going to have some tired bodies tomorrow night. Still 1:35 left in the instigator penalty to Scaringi, being served by Devaney in the box. 2:32 to go. 6-3 Corner Brook Royals. Let's see if we'll get through another 24 seconds before we have some sort of action here. Not sure it's quite finished yet, folks. Stay tuned. Nothing up on the boards yet. This crowd is going nowhere. Usually 6-3 2 minutes ago. People are starting to spread out there, Roland, but I think they're going to stick around. Maybe in anticipation of another goal, right? Yeah, Roland's just shaking his head and smiling. Yeah. It's the goal they're waiting for. And let's see, 5 minutes. The extra penalty up to corner, Brook. And that's Badecki serving that one. The penalty was to Mike Normore Wells, being served by Badecki. 5 minutes. So that means we'll have 4-on-4 for 1:35. And then about 1 minute of 5-on-4 for Stephenville. 4-on-4, always exciting. A little bit extra space out there. Let's see where we're going. Faberjanic pushed off the puck behind. Oh, my goodness. Still a little rough out there. Clay King out over the line. Makes the turn. Thought that little altercation behind the net was going to draw a crowd, but cooler minds, cooler heads prevailed. Here we go, Nick Shea in over the line, bit of speed out front, but nobody there. Adam Guy coming back. Through the center, Clay King with the break. Oh, Christina, what a great play. What a great play by Noah Christina. Faberjanic, back to Guy. Still 4-on-4. Another 40 seconds. Guy back in his own end. Faberjanic makes the move out here. Got through. Jason Stone down the ice, and it's going to be icing. 16 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And then for almost a minute, Stephenville will go to the power play. Nobody's left the building yet. Corner Brook controls. Oh, deflected there in front. Christina up to the challenge. Gruchy. Sorry, just seen the 5 minutes up there now. Oh! Gruchy. Wow, gonna have to pause and rewind that one, guys. Looking at the extra time up there on the penalty for Stephenville, and I missed the goal. Gruchy scored the goal. Definitely going to have to look back at that one.
Assisted by number 40, Nick Shea. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 11 seconds.
Shea gets on the score sheet.
Time 19-11.
And before that's over, Jeff Rice scores the goal. 7-4. In all alone on Christina, went to the backhand. Somehow got between the equipment and jersey and dented the twine. Now folks are standing up and starting to move. 7-4, 30 seconds to go. Still 4-on-4. They didn't have that 5-minute Scaringi up there originally. Up there now. And it's 4-on-4.
90, Jeff Rice, assisted by number 9, Josh Mann. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 31 seconds. Rice from hand, the time 19:31.
Rice from hand. 7 seconds left. Crocker, hand. And I think that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining in. Live from the Stephenville Dome. Final score, Corner Brook Royals 7, Stephenville Lightning 4. Right back here tomorrow night. Stay tuned. Come back with us. Big Land Live. Come see us live. It's Sunday night action. First time in a while. 7:30 tomorrow night. Great effort by both teams. Lightning just comes out on the short end of it. Thanks for joining in. Wally Childs are with you on behalf of my good buddy here who's kept quiet tonight, Roland Castillo. Wish you a good night. A happy Saturday. We hope those takeouts, those drive-thrus are open late, Roland. I'm kind of getting hungry on the way home today. Have a great night, guys.